Hey everybody, sorry about the timing. I know that I originally said 3 and that's what this promo says, but I looked at my calendar and it turns out that I had an appointment at 3, and so now I'm doing this closer to 2:30. So here we are. Hi. Who else is here? Let me flip this around. Okay. This should work. Hi everybody. Get on in here. How's everybody doing? Let's see some hearts. I know, sorry about the timing today. But I am Heather Rebecca Wilson, and I am a mindset coach for creative entrepreneurs, and I'm very excited about today's scope. Where are you guys watching from? I would love to know. I'm in Washington, D.C. right now, or just outside. Hello, welcome. Yeah, thank you for the hearts. I love seeing those hearts. Oh my God, it's hot in here. I may have to take this off. I'm gonna take off my denim. That's unusual for me. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I guess we should just get started. So today's scope is all about how to deal with other people's opinions. And I've been wanting to do this scope for a long time just because it's one of my favorite topics. And the reason it's one of my favorite topics is because this was something that I really struggled with for a long time. And for most of that time, I would say that I was completely unaware that I was so obsessed. Right? I didn't even realize that other people's opinions were affecting how I felt about myself and the things I chose to do, blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of like, can be this really insidious thing because you don't realize the effect that it's having on you. So yeah, it's one of my favorite topics because it's something that I struggled with and it's something that I've conquered for the most part. Of course, you know, I do have my days where, you know, I question this, but they're few and far between, right? So I was able to conquer this, and I do think that it's one of the main things that keeps people from going after what they truly desire, right? This fear of judgment from other people, you know, what other people going to think? What are my friends going to think? What's my family going to think? You know, what are strangers going to think? But seriously, I think some people worry about that. And especially as an entrepreneur, if you've got an online business, I mean, I don't know anybody who's an entrepreneur that doesn't have an online presence, but you know, you need to be visible, right? In order to grow your business and build trust and build your brand, you know, yada, yada, yada. And you got to be visible and you got to be out there. And I think that's really, really scary for people. So, the first thing I would say about other people's opinions is that their opinions are none of our business, right? And the reason I say that is because, you know, anything someone has to say about what you're doing or who you are or blah, blah, blah is really about them. It's their own limited view projected onto you, okay? So, and when I say limited, I don't mean that like in an insulting way, like they're limited or something. It's just that, you know, they're not you and they can't possibly know everything that's going on with you in your life, okay? They're not walking in your shoes, so they're really not in a position to make judgments about what are the right decisions for you to make, right? What's right or wrong for you, because they really don't know. And this, you know, I don't feel like I can make judgments about what other people are doing with their lives because I don't know what, you know, walking in their shoes is like. So other people's opinions are just none of our business because it's always about the other person, right? Projecting their limited view on you and what you're trying to do. So yeah, it's none of my business. I don't really worry about it. I took some notes on this. Hold on. What else did I want to share? So I think whenever you are creating change, whenever you are stepping outside of the box and doing something creative or just like breaking away from the herd, you have to expect that people are going to judge you. And that's a lot about, that's about you triggering things in other people. But we can't play small just so people won't judge us. I think that happens to a lot of us, right? It's like, if I get really tiny and don't, make any sudden movements and don't do anything, nobody will judge me. So guess what? Reality check. It doesn't matter how small you play. People are still going to judge you, right? So it's like, play big, they're going to judge you. Play small, they're going to judge you. It doesn't matter, right? So, playing small just keeps you from giving the contributions to the world that you were put on this earth to give, okay? So you're just, kind of screwing yourself, and you're just, cutting yourself off from an opportunity to share your gifts with the world, okay? Other people's judgments are really about limiting, stopping, and controlling you. And I think once you break free of other people's opinions, oh my God, it's like the most amazing thing. It's just like, I don't really care what anybody else thinks. And when people are judgmental, those judgments aren't real and true. Like I said, they're about them. But really, all it's letting you know about that person who's judging you is that they're a judgmental person. Okay, that's all it is. So I think when you are grounded in yourself and rooted in yourself, you know what's right for you. You know what feels good. You know what your morals are, your standards are, what your goals are. It doesn't matter what people think. And people have a right to their opinions, that's fine, but you don't need to hear them. I mean, unless somebody's, I'm laughing at myself right now. Okay, sorry. But unless somebody is paying my bills, seriously, I really don't need to hear their opinions about what I'm doing with my life, honestly. And so when people try to share their opinions with me about stuff, it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of amusing a little bit. I don't know. I think when people share stuff with you, it's coming from a good place normally, but sometimes it isn't. But don't let that stop you. Don't let other people's opinions stop you from going after it. People are going to judge you whether you play small or play big, so you might as well do what you want, live your life, and be happy. Might as well. So that's my little scope for today, that little nugget, but it's an important one. I think it's one of the biggest fears people have in terms of, really doing what is meant for them to do in this life, right? It keeps us from stepping into our greatness, right? And I think we're all put here on this planet to share our natural gifts with people. So especially as an entrepreneur, you got to be visible and you got to be ready for, people to judge you. And it's going to happen no matter what. So I think it's good to, try to make peace with that as early as possible. But again, like I said, other people's opinions, they are not our business. We don't need to know about them because they're usually just about them. So I hope that serves you. There were some other things I wanted to tell you. So if you guys are not part of my Facebook group, the Glamorous Global Woman Entrepreneur, sorry, it's the Glamorous Global Entrepreneur, you should get on there and join. So my website is heatherbeccawilson.com, and I am a mindset coach for creative entrepreneurs, and I will be on again tomorrow. And you guys have a fabulous day. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.